600 miles, and then you gotta go to a motel, and hang out, or go to a Starbucks for several hours, and 200,000. That's just a lot of money. I mean, if you got money and money's no object, I get it. But car enthusiasts, people that have a lot of money, get their hands on it, on one of these sports cars. But you're going to have to wait until they become available in 2020 and then pay $250,000 if you want to be one of the first 1,000 behind the wheel. And after what they're saying, the first 1,000 cars, the price will drop to the base price of $200,000. So it'll go down for $50,000. Musk also introduced the company's new electric semiconductor trailer. Musk was telling customers they can put $5,000 down now, but production will begin in 2019. So we're going to have to wait a little bit for that one. The semi will be capable of hauling 80,000 pounds for 500 miles. Okay. On a single electric charge, it will be more cost efficient compared to the diesel truck when factoring in gas, maintenance, and other expenses. So you got 500 miles on a single electric charge. So that's pretty cool. That could change the transportation business. I could see that. He says we're confident that this is a product that's better in every way from a feature standpoint. Musk was telling a crowd of Tesla fans gathered for the unveiling. The truck will have Tesla's autopilot system, which can maintain a set speed and slow down automatically in traffic. It also has a system that automatically keeps the vehicle in its lane. Musk said that several Tesla semis will be able to travel in a convoy, following each other. Tesla CEO also said that he plans to install a worldwide network of solar-powered mega charges that can get a vehicle up to 400 miles in range in just 30 minutes of charging. All right, I'm kind of with you now. So you go in and get a bite to eat, and then 30 minutes later, okay, we'll perfect that technology. Get your mega chargers up there. Get a charge in 30 minutes. He says to help customers feel at ease. Musk said Tesla will also guarantee the semi's powertrain for 1 million miles. Whoa. I've been a naysayer about that, about the powertrain. What about the batteries? What about this? What about 1 million miles? You got me from hello there. I don't know if I got the money for the Roadster, that 200,000 or 250 right now, but if you can guarantee it for that many miles, that's impressive. I would say that was a hell of a statement. Some analysts, though, skeptical about all these initiatives here, the fact that Tesla is already way behind on production, as they're pointing out, of the Model 3, which is a newer, lower-cost sedan, still negotiating on a new factory in China, and the company posted a record quarterly loss of $619 million in its most recent quarter. But Musk also has his hands in many projects. We talked about SpaceX today. Another thing we've talked about through other shows, artificial intelligence and developing a high-speed transit, trying to cut traffic down in metropolitan cities across this country, which is cool. He's got so much on his plate right now. And this could present another distraction from really just making sure that the Model 3 is moving along efficiently. Bruce Clark said that. He's a senior vice president and automotive analyst at Moody's. Despite venturing into an unknown market with the U.S., Europe, and China all tightening their emissions regulations, electric truck sales are expected to grow. This is pretty impressive. To 4,100 last year, to more than 70,000 in 2026, according to research. But the most of the growth is expected to be for smaller, medium-duty haulers like garbage trucks or delivery vans. Those trucks can have a more limited range of 100 miles or less, which requires fewer expensive batteries, and they can also be fully charged overnight. Long-haul semi-trucks, on the other hand, would be expected to go greater distances and would be challenging as there is little charging infrastructure currently on global highways. Without Tesla's promise of fast charging, even a mid-sized truck would likely require a 2-hour stop. Cutting into companies' efficiency and profit, says Brian Irwin, managing director of North American Industrial Group for the consulting firm Accenture. So, yeah, I agree. If they can cut the charging time down for long-haul truckers so they don't have to go 2 hours because, man, that's precious time. You go in, fuel, shave, shower, and the other thing, your 3 S's, and then you're out on the road here. But 2 hours, that's a bit of a break. An hour, fine. So, yeah, if they can perfect the charging, and he promises the powertrain of 1 million miles, you're going to get a lot of these companies, definitely. I mean, you know how many semis are on the road. I think it's encouraging, and it's happening. He's doing it, and again, big applause to Elon Musk. He's got the money to do it. Seems like he's got the drive to do it, and definitely has much interest in doing it. I just wish that these factories in China that he's working with would bring these companies over here, and it would be nice maybe if Trump maybe steps in and says, "I really like what you guys are doing. Why don't you decide to open up some factories over here for Elon Musk, for Americans that need work and good paying jobs?" There's very, very smart engineers over here in our country. A lot of them are out of work since the space program went to foot. Well, there's a lot of people that just weren't able to get employment. And I know some on the Space Coast, they're working at like auto parts stores. They're in management, but it wasn't their ideal. And a lot of people lost good work there, and a lot of people lost their houses. Sad to say. So I think Elon Musk, like a lot of other companies, might consider moving their factories over here. I hope we hear more of that and more initiatives from the Trump administration, because that was a campaign promise to do that, and I hope there's going to be much more conversation about that. I know we've had plenty of other companies to announce that, but a lot of them are still going to Mexico. A lot of them are still doing it in China, regardless of what Trump has said. We got to make it more appealing over here. We got people over here willing to do the work. And I don't believe it's that we don't have the smarts. It just comes down to doing it a whole lot cheaper. It's the bottom line. And at least Apple has gotten it. They're building factories to build the iPhone over here, which is good news. Folks, thanks for joining us. If you like the show, share the show. Remember, we're listener-supported. We appreciate your donations. Our website, forthepeopleshow.com. Have a great weekend. All the best. May God bless.